Got it. Got it. The sound was off, isn't it, guys? Have you got me? So let's begin another trading day. We saw that with that new market structure, gold and most of the GBP pairs started to reverse as a local breakdown, trendline break, and then we see the market again moving in that direction. I was looking at especially on GBP USD and GBP JPY. So let's see, as news coming on CAD, and also later, there is a Fed speech coming up later in the New York session at the end. So let me know in the live chat what's your opinion currently in the market. In this live session, any trade coming along the way, definitely we will be opening that. So I hope that everyone is ready. Let me know if you are ready so that I can begin this live session. And before I begin, you know very well, smash that like button. Guys, if you like the stream, then your stream is at the top. And also don't forget to press that subscribe button, and also as a bonus, press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day. So let's begin with gold. Guys, like gold, let's begin with gold first of all, and then we'll be looking at other pairs as well. Now gold, we saw that there was a initial breakdown here locally, looking at the 4-hour and other time frame gold. In fact, you saw that in our previous live session, during the New York session live, gold had a breakdown and then bounce off that level. It has gone well above to the resistance, and now it is preparing for either a big drop or moving to the upside. So this is the $1,000,000 question now, which way it is heading. So to answer this, let's look at the daily. All right, so looking at daily time frame, now today's candle is absolutely bullish on gold, as you can see. Now why bullish? This price action and market structure is a long-term bullish market. Let's go a bit above to the monthly first of all. Now from the monthly, if I look at the monthly gold, it's almost 20 days gone. This candle is still narrow on the monthly, but it's a bull market. So in this kind of market, I mostly look for buying because it is a long-term bullish market. If you look at this monthly candle, this monthly candle is a huge bullish engulfer. Okay guys, so this is a bullish engulfer, and that candle failed to create any lower low, so chances of creating a higher high is very high. So looking, this is the resistance line on gold, and with that resistance we can expect gold to go up and to create a new higher high, so which is a potentially bullish market structure. Now if we look at the weekly price action, we can see that this is the weekly impulse here on gold, followed by a pullback to the neckline, which is very effective, and pullback to the neckline where the previous resistance turns support, and from that level we saw this resistance here turn support, and from that zone we saw that gold had a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, what we see that currently gold after retest had a bounce. So this is the weekly candle so far. For me, it is a very strongly bull market, and I will be looking for entry to the upside as soon as you will find that. Now looking at the daily, so this is where we're talking about that gold is bullish, and you have seen the weekly forex forecast and the Sunday's analysis on gold. This is what I talked about, that gold has formed an inverted head and shoulder breakout retest and we can expect a continuation. Now today's candle, there is a specialty in it, okay? So always looking at the price action along with the some kind of subtle clue to look at, because the clue will tell you a lot of things. So from the daily time frame, we see that the market, this is the daily candle. On trading we use a weekless candle, that is sign of potential bullish momentum. So in case there is a news coming up, as you know that now with the news, if gold managed to come down for pullback, there are a couple of scenarios may happen. It might happen, come back to the even to the support and bounce off, or it might bounce off this level. So there is a potential for gold to remain bullish. Now, lower time frame price action, 4 hour, what we see here is that this candle also a weekless candle here. So I'll be looking at on the 1 hour chart. We saw that there was big bullish candle, big bullish impulse, couple of hours of consolidation, a local breakdown to this 20 EMA. The market now heading to the upside. So looking at even 30 and 15 minutes time frame, where I see that potential for gold to bounce to the upside is very high. So in this zone we will look for buying opportunity on gold as news coming on CAD that might make gold also very volatile. And also let me know your bias on gold. Here you can see that there was a consolidation and then breakout, again retest, again the market is forming potential bullish market structure here on gold. And for me, I think that we could see the price action is remaining bullish here. So you can see the slowly respecting this support, the market is approaching with series of higher low. So chances of breakout and then continuation, trend continuation is very high. So trend is your friend, as you know that all the time, which is very, very important that you always trade based on the trend, okay? So trend is your friend, until as long as you are trading, okay? They said that until it bends. So until it bends, so that means you're gonna break up with the trend? No, because once the trend changes, it again start another one, okay? So trend is very, very important. I trade based on the trend. I'm a trend trader based on liquidity, okay? So let me know what kind of trader you are, because it is here in this live session we discuss everything, okay guys? So make sure that you take full advantage of it to understand how trading works. If you're really passionate about being a profitable trader, then I'll recommend you to stick till the end of the session to discuss, and don't hesitate to ask any question, and don't hesitate to smash the like button. Guys, did you do that? I can hear a couple of smashing sound, so it's look like very soothing. Make sure that you make a sound when smashing the like button. Thank you for your support to the channel, much appreciated. And also make sure that you press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every single day. So looking at gold here, as I mentioned, we will look for potential bullish opportunity, but let's quickly look at the news calendar so that we know exactly where the market is heading and what is coming up. So coming up in just above an hour, CAD, CPI, median CPI and trim CPI, both of them, and at the end of the New York session is coming FOMC meeting minutes. So and then tomorrow coming up AUD. So those pairs getting very crazy. So let's quickly look at the CAD pair as well. Before I jump onto the cat pair, I want to see how many of you are here. So let me see, guys. You ready for the another one? Randall, no sound, coach. Can't hear you. No sound. Okay, okay. It's now sound. Mic muted. No, mic was on, I think. Okay, ready. That's awesome. Thank you. Day trader. Okay. What's Euro USD? What is about Euro USD? We'll be looking at that. What of Gbp USD is still holding. I'm a day trader. Okay, if news releases means what happened to JPY. Okay, so news releases, we could see some kind of volatility in all the instrument, definitely. So majority of them are day trader. Very good. See that day trading is definitely very passionate. Every trader wants to be a day trader. Okay, so because this is where we gain freedom, because being a day trader means that you are your own boss, and there is a beauty in trading, that I would say, because this is where just you need a laptop or PC, or some of you may be using only the mobile phone, but I don't recommend only to trade on mobile phone. You should have a PC or laptop to analyze the chart, okay? Because trading only on mobile phone, you might be you can follow up your trade, you can review your trade on mobile phone, but always better to have a PC or laptop for full in-depth analysis. Okay, you're watching the live session on mobile phone, that's completely fine, all good. If you are watching on PC and mobile phone, that's so lovely, thank you for that. But if you are trading, analyzing the chart, then I would recommend you to use a PC or laptop, so that you can have an in-depth understanding of the market. Because making a trading decision means that you are making an important decision about your earn money, right? So this is why it is important that you always have something to rely on in your trading decision. So I want to see also, I have never asked this question, do you trade only on mobile phone, or you trade on PC or on the laptop? Let me know. I want to see that how many of you really are trading on mobile phone only, or you trade on PC or laptop. I know that sometimes it hard, maybe you are in a place where you don't have a PC or laptop, but let's see what's your situation on that. So gold, here we see some kind of movement trying to create to the upside on gold from the 1 hour. With the news coming up, we might see some kind of bounce that I'm expecting on gold. Okay, so 4 hour, 1 hour. Okay, so there is a liquidity grab here, and I look at the 4 hour here. So you see there is a potentially bullish momentum, which is possibly to bounce off that level gold. Okay, this is what I'm expecting. Can see this structure here, which is most likely to break to the upside, as it is a bullish market. So in our previous session we talked about this breakdown. It has in fact come to that level where we saw that breakdown, we have opened GBP USD trade, that's why we are not on that. But let's see in this live session, if we find an entry, definitely we will be looking to enter again in this instrument as well. So let me see. Hi there, Dow Jones, okay, US30, good afternoon, thank you. US30, a laptop, both PC and mobile phone. Yeah, only PC, very good. I use a laptop with 4 extra monitors. Okay, so 4 extra, okay, very good. PC and laptop, I'm using a mobile phone. Okay, so yeah, you can use mobile phone for, you know, what I was telling is that if you are using only mobile phone, yeah, you can open a trade on mobile phone or anywhere, but doing an analysis is very important before you make your trading decision. And when you do it on mobile phone, probably you're on a rush, and that could make you to take a poor trading decision. That is why I prefer to trade on PC or laptop and doing the analysis, and then you can do the rest of the things on your mobile phone or laptop, whatever you want to do. Yeah, trade on mobile phone, chart on laptop, that's perfect. Okay, so that you can do. All right, so let's now we see that gold, as news coming up, will look for bullish and without any predetermined location. This is a very important point. I will discuss on that. I normally keep open mind for the price action, instead of saying that okay, if gold always I will be trading if the gold break this high. That might lead to misjudgment. What if gold didn't go there, instead it dropped well below this level? Then I will be buying, right? Because if instead of going to that level, gold has broken down here below this liquidity zone suddenly, then I will be going long. Or if we see that gold has gone up, closed above, has come back down here, and then started to move up, then I will be buying. So that is why I love to keep an open mind to see whenever the market giving me the opportunity, I will be looking to enter the trade. But the directional bias is very important, because if you look at the direction of the trend is very important when you are looking at the market. So gold is currently in a bullish trend, but at the same time we saw that the market is in a level of resistance zone because of the daily and higher time frame. But from the daily, it has made so far this significant movement to the upside, and we could see that gold is coming down to gather liquidity and then bouncing off this level. So we'll be looking at to see where we can find the trading opportunity. Also share your ideas and any question, also don't hesitate to ask using the live chat. And also let me know, guys, have you smashed the like button, and also let me know if you subscribe to the channel, so that you are not missing out any of the content that we are posting. Now next we will be looking at GBP pairs. What about GBP/JPY? Yeah, we are still on GJ trade, which is still running in profit. So looking at GBP/JPY, if I look at this instrument, looking at the daily. Now let me do the complete multi-time frame analysis on GBP/JPY, as I am bullish on GJ. Okay, so looking at GBP/JPY, this is a historically bull market. Okay, so first of all, I looked at the daily chart, because daily chart is where we can see a bit more clearer picture in the market. Okay, so looking at the daily, on GJ, what I think that GJ currently undervalued. Okay, so the concept of overvalued and undervalued, you can take notes, is frequently used in where, in stock, right? But it is very relevant in trading, in forex trading also. So when an instrument is undervalued, this is where I look for buying. Not only me, the institutional traders trade based on that, and which is called the smart money trading strategy. So what is a smart money trading? When the smart money trade is called the smart money trading, right? Very simple. So then what is against it? The retail trading. So if, though we are a retail trader, you are a retail trader, I am also a retail trader, but we need to ride the trend with the smart money. If we don't know how to trade like the smart money, then chances that we might be, being a victim of smart money, right? Either trade like them or be their hunting. So to do that, we need to find out how the smart money trades. I trade my strategy, all my strategy based on the smart money, because smart money trades from based on the liquidity. So what is liquidity? What is liquid is called the liquidity, right? So when position are liquidated, then there is a liquidity. So when the position are liquidated, if you look at those orders here, that the stop loss that put in this move, when the market returned back, where all the position are liquidated, and that is where the liquidity. Now, how do you understand it? Or there are some symptoms to understand potential for reversal from a liquidity zone. And this is also one of the topic that currently, also for those who are joining the Zoom classes in the past, and also there will be conducted this week also. Sunday we had a Zoom call. There are more coming up on the VIP group. So this is what I clearly explained, that what kind of impulse you should see to identify those patterns that affect the liquidity zone, so that you understand that this market might be bouncing off and then riding that trend. So if you are not on the Zoom class, then if you also not on the VIP group, there is also a couple of spots available today. You can see, I think you still can't see. So there is a couple of spots available for all of you guys to join us today with the Black Friday sale. You can use that coupon right now to join all the Zoom classes that I am taking. Also all the trade, including, you can see the GBPUSD trade, GBPJPY trade, and gold trade, that all the trade that I open, I also share in the VIP group, so that everyone can see and join, can access all the trade and all the classes. So let me share with you that coupon before the sports ended. You still can join. I'm not sure if the sports is still available, because in our previous live I have given that coupon. I hope that it's still available, but if it isn't, let me know. I will see if there is still sports available. But you can use still on the website. Check out the website address at the top of the chat, where you can visit the website www.forextradingwizard.com. Let me give you the website address. Once you visit the website, just click join now button and then use that coupon to be part of this Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I've given the website address as well. So here we see that GJ look at this move on GJ to this liquidity zone where a lot of position has been liquidated and the market had a bounce. Now this is the daily chart on GJ. Now with that daily chart, what we see that the market had a bounce, and if this daily candle is managed to close here above this 20 EMA, we are almost in the game of this trade is very well ahead, because in this bullish market, if you look at the weekly and monthly, now from the monthly perspective, what we have seen that in this monthly time frame, GJ had a significant bounce to the upside. This is a long-term bullish market. I bring that up, trade on GJ, just to make sure that you understand it, where I have opened that trade on Gbpusd. Now this is the trade that I have opened at GJ. You can see even before dropping down here with 5-to-1 reward to risk, this is the trade. We have bought at 184.86, stop loss at 184.267. This is a 5-to-1 reward to risk ratio trade on Gbpusd, and with around this is a 57 pip stop loss on that. So here we see that GJ from the monthly, you can see it's almost nearly to the support level, and if you look at the market trend is very, very important according to JC Livermore. Buy the market that is fully bullish, sell the market which is fully bearish. It's a very important quote, and that I recommend also to study, to learn a lot about from the legend. And let me bring out some of the books that also I read. That's important that, guys, I have a bunch of books that I didn't bring. I will bring it here later. So yeah, you can look at books as well. How many of you are interested on reading books on trading? So this one is also one of my favorite, Trading in the Zone. Guys, you can read that. So when you read books, you actually I also listen a lot of audio books. You can literate yourself some of the other books. 50 pips a day, just I recently finished this one as well. So doing some good habit also good. Always keep yourself up to date. And also I read a lot of audiobooks and listen a lot of audiobooks. So it is important that I had a lot of reading on JC Livermore also. He was a legendary trader. There's a lot of concept from him that really fascinate me. So with that being said, GJ is a long-term bullish market, and this is if you look at this market from here, we can see that this is an impulse, and we saw quite a few months of consolidation. From that zone, we saw a pin bar on GJ. Now with this movement here from the monthly, the price on the monthly support level, there is a very high chance for GJ to have a bounce from this level, because this market started to create a new trend. So there is a chance for Gbpusd to remain bullish. Now looking at the weekly, from the weekly perspective here, this price has broken back to back to weekly low, which has come to around 184.46, and I'm expecting for the price to have a bounce and to fill that upper wick. And this is why I'm long on GJ, because it has broken 2 weeks low, so there is a chance for GBPJPY to remain bullish in that move. So because it gathered liquidity from 2 weeks low, if it managed to bounce to the upside, we might see that it's just feeling that long week, because long week doesn't always represent a rejection. It sometimes represents also the pullback. So what is the difference between a pullback and a rejection? These are some of the technical aspect. Sometimes creates a lot of confusion. So always be curious to know that that according to research, those who has a high level of intellectual curiosity always become good at trading. So be curious, ask questions. If you don't ask question, then started to ponder more. You still, yeah, I'm still on GBPJPY. How many pips pairs do you mainly focus on? Steven, okay, I will be discussing on that. For those who are in the academy, honestly, want to join the group. Thank you, Zofia, for recommending that. I thought enjoyed my time being with Forex Wizard. Coach is truly valuable team. Much appreciated for your testimonial. Yeah, absolutely. What I try to do from my best, and the best thing here is that anything coming up, because since we begin this academy, we are evolving every single day, adding new tools, new strategy, trying to explain in a different way, because everyone has a different way of understanding. So I try to explain completely from um, from a different perspective, because this is also very important. It's not all about copying the signal or just following a trade. It's more of understanding the philosophy, understanding the how the market moves from um, longer term perspective. So that, as I mentioned in our previous live today, it's all about creating a neuro pathway. Okay, see, if you imagine that, um, let's say there is a man who is very poor, and there is a man who is one of the richest men in this universe, right? If no one introduce you both of this man, who is who, and they are put side by side, you may not be able to answer correctly, right? Because someone needs to tell you that this is the man who is the richest in the whole universe, and this is the man who is the poorest in the whole universe, unless they change the dresses, right? And the only, if someone not introducing you, will not find the difference, because they have the same eyes, same body, same structure inside and outside, right? Just color might be different, but everything's same. So from that perspective, if you look at from that point of view, that brain that we have, okay, and that brain is kind of universe. Okay, so if you take a x-ray on brain, according to science, you will find the whole entire galaxy inside the brain. So how does it work? Now if you look at how the brain, when the brain fires, the neurons fire, fuse from one to the other, it creates a structure, pattern, like exactly same as the galaxy. So which is kind of, that's why it is called it is the microcosm and the macrocosm. So inside and outside, which is sometimes called the inner and outer. So which is a kind of correspondence between what's happening here and what's happening there. So which is the real mystery in the universe. So and that brain is with us, right? So everyone has that brain, and definitely by understanding how things work, once you understand, once you are done, right? Once you understand the strategy and apply it through practice, wait for a couple of trades to see how things works, and you're gonna make it, right? You're gonna um, create that neuro pathway, create that pattern, and then you just repeat it over and over again. And that's the freedom, right? As a trader, which I think that every trader dream of, to be profitable trader. It's just be able to understand how the market moves. It's more of winning your own self. Okay, so let's see now on GJ, looking at the daily. Here on daily on Gbpjpy, the market has broken that liquidity zone, and we see that here is the market trying to bounce off. Very highly chance that it it may make it happen, because it is in a very important level, and I want to see that the market is being able to manage to bounce to the upside probability. So this is where the strategy, that we talk about strategies, the edge. Okay, so the edge in GJ is high. Even if we have 30% edge for the price to go up, we have 5-to-1 reward to risk ratio trade, which basically a very high probability that the market will give us that profit. If it is not going up, coming down, that's completely fine. If you look at our Gbpusd, which is running massively to the profit zone, so we'll keep that running as well. So with that said, let's look at also gold and other pairs again before look at other instrument. So hope that guys you had a great day. Let me know in the live chat, how was your day today? Good afternoon. Gbpusd. Team, volume increasing rapid on gold short term, about to go away. What do you mean? So you mean that volume for short term? Look, this is where volume is a very good point to look at, very important indicator. Now if you look at on gold here, so the way I'm still not bullish on gold is because the chances for gold to bounce to the upside is very high, but it there is a chance for gold to have, you see that it's now coming down for a deeper liquidity gap, and then we could see that gold is just bouncing off this level. So this is why I was waiting for gold to gather that liquidity. It has broken that low again. Let's find out where it is trying to be heading, because the market, I hope that everyone can hear me. Once it will have enough liquidity, it's gonna bounce off the level. So I always look at that, finding the liquidity zone. Gbpjpy going down 80% chance. Okay, the coach explained the basic meaning of liquidity to liquidity on chart. Very good question. We'll be discussing on that. So DC said that GBP going down to 80% chance. Okay, so I'm not denying that there is a chance for GJ to drop. Okay, but we had an edge. Okay, we had an edge because the market has a bounce from a liquidity zone. It might drop and could bounce back from that level. This market locally trending to the downside, but we apply the strategy based on the liquidity. And we did the risk management. I never, become overconfident and then never take a big risk that will ruin my trading account. The way as a trader we remain profitable is by maintaining a high reward to risk with a proper risk management plan. And I hope that everyone, so that's why you know that there are 90% failure rate in this industry is because of not understanding how to do the risk management. So this is very important, guys, that you always do the risk management. um, Knowing the risk management is one of the most important part, is to know how to calculate the lot size is also very important. Okay, so going back to gold again. Okay, so here we can see the market is trying to it's coming down for a deeper liquidity trigger, which is important for me to find an entry. But if you look at the daily on gold, you can see 1977 is the daily support level for today. It might come down for a retest, and then we can expect it to remain bullish. So we are open for opening a position. So we need to keep an open mind to open a position as soon as we will find that. Okay, now you know that there is a term called the market has a different kind of phase in it. So one of the phase is called the when the market become too much optimistic. Only this is where the sweetest spot in the market, and that's the knowledge that I want to convey to all the traders who are trading with us, to understand when the market is becoming too much pessimistic or too much optimistic. So one of the, you see that one of the reason that the market come below this liquidity zone is also because more often the market become too much pessimistic here. So this, when it drops, it become pessimistic. So anything that become undervalued, looking for buying. Anything that becomes overvalued, looking for selling. So this is where the liquidity comes in play. We'll be discussing on that. In the meantime, also I need to keep eye on finding a trade for us today. So this is a support on gold. Okay, here we could see potential bounce, but before that, with the news coming up in 40 minutes, we might see a little bit of penetration and then continuation to the upside, which what I'm expecting on gold to happen. Right, so let's see here. Yes, coach, what is the best time frame to identify liquidity zone and how to identify the zone? Thanks. Okay. Very relevant question. What is the best time frame? So here on gold, still not ready. This coach, what is the best time frame to identify? Okay. So explain FBG in SMC. Okay, very good. Why not analyze GU? Yeah, we will be looking at that. Now, next we will be looking at GBP USD. Coach, FOMC is trend changing even. FOMC not always trend changing even. FOMC can be catalyst. You know that these events is considered for me as a catalyst, so we'll be discussing on that. Cause coach, I use phone. Okay, so you use phone, very good. You can use phone, no problem at all, but make sure that you do proper analysis on laptop or PC. You still can analyze on mobile phone and trade, but I believe that you need a comfortable place with a PC to find out, to make a better trading decision, because you need to spend some time behind your trade. Okay, so I have quite a few questions. How long period to how long period it took to become a profitable from beginner stage? If you don't mind me ask, why I don't mind to ask, thank you for that. So from beginner stage till this day, or till to be profitable, so there are some stages in trading. Okay, so a complete beginner, so what happened is that, let's say you start trading, you have heard you to your friend about trading, and then you want to explore the dimension, which is pretty exciting. And then once you start, after opening the first trade, you'll see that majority of the beginner trader, after opening their first trade, they decided to quit their job, because the first trade is so exciting. Because whenever you open a trade, it may not straight go to your stop loss, it will go to some profit, coming down, going to profit, and that makes so exciting moment that feel like that quitting the job is very easy. And then after 2 3 months, it feels like the hardest thing in the world is like a mountain you need to cross if you want to be profitable as a trader. So there are some dimensions that one must cross to be profitable. So this is the time that it took me. So nearly 3.5 years. I was a bit slow learner. Probably you guys will be faster. And in these 3.5 years, I think I quit more than 3 times. So I had a loss and then I quit, and then I paused for a couple of months, maybe 1 month, 2 months, and then I start over again until I find it very, um, very, very curious. I became desperate, and then I saw the market completely different way. So this is how it is. Like, you know, it's kind of changing belief. You know that hardest thing in the world is to change belief. This is the reality that no one wants to understand. What is the hardest thing in the world is to change belief. And being a profitable trader means that you need to change belief. That is the hardest part. But I'm sure that every one of you can do that. All the question that you guys are asking is very relevant about the liquidity, about the price action, where to buy, where to sell. These are very relevant questions. But in addition to that, this is the 50% of your success. The other 50% is still untouched or not examined yet. The other 50% is, imagine that you are on a kitchen and you need to cut the cucumber to make a salad, right? It's one of my favorite food, having a salad in the dinner. So now you are given a spoon to cut that cucumber, to chop. How effective you can do that. On the other hand, take a knife and then cut the cucumber, right? So on the other hand, now you need to drink soup and you took a knife to drink the soup. How hard is it is? But look at the spoon and take that soup. How easy it is to drink. So that means that every task is done by certain kind of objects which is made for it. So as a human being, we serve different role at different time. So when you are with your family, you play a different role. But when you are on the trading desk, you play another role. And that is what most people fail, because most people use the spoon to cut the cucumber or use the knife to drink the soup. So to be a profitable trader, also you need to find out who you need to become to be a profitable trader. So you need to combine the exotic sports car along with the skilled driver to win the race. So which is where I try to focus on shifting the identity from not profitable trader to a profitable trader, which is very possible, that I believe. So this is where the focus is, to understand who you need to become to be a profitable trader, so that you can make the things happen that you are looking for. Are you in trade? Yeah, I'm in trade. I'm in Gbpujpy and Gbpusd, both of this trade. Which time frame is good for the liquidity? All time frame is good for liquidity based on what time frame you are trading, because institutional trader trades on all time frame. We'll be discussing on that. I had also a couple of questions. Sir, coach, please start in Gbpusd. Gbpusd, yep, Gbpusd, we are bullish on GU, and this market, you can see that if you look at from 30 minutes and from 15 minutes, you guys are thinking of selling. This is a bull market. I think it has formed two long week candles. So this is a long-term bullish market on Gbpusd. we are on trade on Gbpusd, which we need to see a couple of pips push and then will give us the TP. But before that, as the news coming, we want to see that it has been able to break the high. So Gbpusd, yeah, it is a bull market, and we see the market structure is still maintaining that bullish. We will remain bullish on that. So Gbpusd, in case with the news, if it drop, though the news on CAD, but if it in case drop to the liquidity zone, we will be looking for again entry. We are currently 2 trades on Gbpusd along with one with GBPJPY. So let's see how it goes. Gbpusd at the moment, it is a bullish market, but for another entry you want to see another zone, so you may not find always an entry, so with the news coming up, once we will find another entry, we will be looking to enter on this. This is currently maintaining, you can see that creating series of higher low, which is maintaining an uptrending market structure, and we'll look for entry again as soon as we will find that. US oil, yeah, we'll be looking at that afternoon. Were you in this patient before you started your trading journey? Not at all. I am very impatient naturally. Okay, trading has changed everything completely a different way. So you see that gold had a bounce from this level. Okay, naturally I'm impatient. Okay, and trading has helped me a lot. So you see there is a bounce on gold from this level, so that might bring on GBPUSD also, bounce, and GJ the other way around. So let's see, why did the gold had a bounce? Okay, so here we see some kind of bounce. With that one GBPUSD, we will also in a bounce. So I'm expecting GBPUSD to give us that 2 trades TP hit. If it bounce from this level, breaking this high will give a very good opportunity, and on gold as well. Okay, so with the news coming up, here we saw this breakdown creating series of higher low, which is potentially bullish. If you look at the daily, we can see that this is the daily bull market, where we can see the market currently after dropping down to this level is maintaining series of higher low. Now on GBPUSD, also like that, so which is also maintaining that bullish market structure. Let me look at the dollar CAD, guys. Okay, so here on dollar CAD, if you look at daily, also dollar CAD, this is the news might change this market structure. Dollar CAD market structure, a couple of days I was looking at, I didn't look at it, this market absolutely sideways on dollar CAD. Before the news, this kind of market is very difficult to trade at the moment, because if you look at this level here on dollar CAD, which is basically margin in 1 point, so okay, so very narrow margin market structure, but news might change the game completely on dollar CAD. So I will wait for dollar CAD to break out, either break down, and then we'll look for entry. Okay, so this is a completely sideways market, but with the CAD news we will see definitely clear movement. The reason it is in a sideways, the dollar is weaker and CAD also getting weaker, so they are moving in a sideways, weaker with the weaker. Okay, so going back to gold to find an entry, guys. Hope that you are enjoying. Let me know in the live chat if you are not enjoying, so that I can make more interesting. If you are enjoying, make sure that you smashing the like button and also hit that subscribe button. I see that 189 185 views, only 79 likes. So because there are very little like, I'm disappearing for 2 seconds so that everyone can smash the like button. That's awesome, thank you. And as a announcement is that couple of spots available for joining Forex Trading Wizard Academy with the Black Friday sale is going on, and I have only few spots, so the coupon might be ending very soon. So I can give you in the live chat, you can use that coupon to join us to this trading community, where you can access all the trade that I'm opening, all the strategy that I'm using, and all the trading tools that I'm using. Okay, so you come when I tell a story. Okay, GJ is bouncing off that level, including the Gbpusd also had a bounce. So you want to see that the market is getting excited here on GJ and Gbpusd along with the gold. We see some kind of excitement which is needed. And with the CAD news, let's find out how it does. So if dollar CAD is getting weaker, which is good for us, isn't it? Because we are long on Gbpusd, so you want to see that gold is, dollar is getting weaker. So let me bring up the two trades we are on currently on GBP. Guys, if you believe it or no, I was holding a trade from past week on Gbpusd. How many of you know that I'm holding that trade with the VIP members in our Signal account as well, which is I'm waiting for to hit the 5 times at 75, 76, which is nearly there. Okay, and this is the past week's trade still running on. There's another one we have opened early today on Gbpusd, also from this level. Also, I have shared the same trade to you guys so that you can also look at. This one is 3 to 1 risk to reward. This is what I was telling you, that is not about the PEEP, is about the percentage gain in the market. Okay, so both of this trade almost nearly the same zone, the TP target, and if it is bounce off this level, we will be able to secure that 2 trades on that. This one is a risk free. In case if it is bouncing down, then should be able to do that. This one is currently this big one is currently running on around 295 pip, guys. Yes, I guess, yes, absolutely, you can get that off. So bringing it to the table, the GBPUSD, let me bring that up. Yes. So you can relate that trade. So this is the trade, that GBPUSD, that I have opened early. So this is the first trade that we have opened on GBPUSD from this level, and that trade is running in, this is the 4-hour time frame when the trade was sent, which is running nearly to the profit zone. And later today we have opened another trade, and that trade also started to move up from that level. Now I will be explaining why I have opened the trade, because so that you guys know exactly why that the trade was opened, and you can also learn and grow as a trader. Also, I mentioned not to open if you are running the previous one, so that you are not doubling up the same trade. So the next trade, the second one is here. It's a 3-1 with only 15 pips stop loss on GBPUSD. We have bought at around 1.2533, might be 3132. Stop loss at only 1.25193, TP target at 1.25768. That will almost hit the two trades at the same time TP target. Now GBPUSD, if you look at this market, let's see that next trade. It is a lower time frame trade. Why did I open that? See those liquidity is on. This is what the heart of all successful traders trading strategy. And this, in this channel you'll get that, guys. This is the technique that I use. So make sure that you are not missing out any piece of this live session to understand how liquidity works. With the question has come out early today from you, that how do you know when to find the liquidity? So to understand it, when to find the liquidity, what you need to do is just forget everything. Okay, don't trade. Go out of your desk, go for a walk, remove everything from your head, and sit down on the desk completely with a fresh mind. Because when you watch the chart too long, you started to see liquidity everywhere. Okay, and then you can, because I sometimes see that traders asking that question, coach, there is a liquidity here. There is no liquidity there. The liquidity is where you see the market got rejected from a very important level of support or resistance and got rejected with unexpected candlestick pattern. So where the liquidity. And I'm sure that for those who joined a couple of Zoom sessions in our VIP classes as well, you should be very clear about now understanding the liquidity. If you are not, let me know in the live chat, or let me know after this live. I will be repeating those classes, because it's not that hard. You just need to be patient and then look at the market completely different perspective, not from regular perspective. Okay, so this is where the rewiring the brain so that it can read that pattern. So here we see that GBPUSD trade also open based on the liquidity, and that's freedom, right? Understanding liquidity, you know that where the market is heading, and trading with the trend, applying the principle of the market structure, liquidity and price action, and it becomes much easier for a trader to follow along. So let me know in the live chat that if you are still not understanding what I'm telling, so that I can simplify for you to be more graspable. So you are trading for a year and you are still um, not profitable. Trading for a year, you are just still starting, right? Imagine that, you know, majority of might have a degree, right? How long it take to do a diploma? And even with a diploma, if you go to the workplace, there's very few jobs because you have a diploma. There's a, why don't you have a bachelor, 5 years degree, or you don't have a PhD for 10 years. So if you want to have a diploma, you need to have at least 3 years, right? For a certificate, 3 or 5. Also, you need 6 months to 1 year study, right? And then internship, and then work experience, and then juniorship, and then sub junior, and then become senior, and is still struggling, changing job, moving from one company to the other company for a pay rise. So it took a lot of time to build up a career as a um, just to make a living, right? To pay the bills. So trading takes time, right? Not because it's so hard, but because the way it is. Okay. So just to know that how to ride the trend with the flow, that is hardest part, because I know that I got a lot of question in couple of minutes ago called GBP USD, and from that question I understand that I'm sure that the questionnaire or those who are asking that question actually thinking about selling. Am I right or wrong? Let me know in the live chat. Let me bring that up question, and I'm sure that that question came out to me is asking because he or let me see who is Sandesh, GBP USD. I'm sure that you are thinking for selling, right? And that is what happened when in the beginning journey, finding the top for selling and finding the bottom for buying, until you completely break down and then started to see that actually finding that local breakdown for buying and then local breakout for selling. Okay, let's look at that point. So GBP USD, now I have bought from a local breakdown. This is what I was telling you. Okay, and what is a local breakdown? Let's deep dive into the topic. I have already recorded a very important informative video that I will be posting at the end of this week. So for those who will be subscribing to the channel, you can access that completely for free, that video explaining the local breakdown. So did you subscribe to the channel? Just pressing that subscribe and also press that bell notification so that you are notified as soon as I'm posting that content. Now GBP USD is heading to the upside. This is the second trade today. You can see this is the if you look at the time frame, you see this is the 15 minutes candle. Exactly from here I bought just before starting this live session, and also I have shared that same trade to the VIP members. Just I told them not to open if you are running that old GBP USD trade. This is a part of management, and this is the first trade running. Second trade also have opened for some, and it is going up, which we are expecting in to hit the full 3 times TP on that. And that's how trading is, guys. You have to be patient, like, you know, catching a fish in the calm water. What do you think about dollar yen? I think about dollar yen, or it look like that it's weaker dollar yen because of the weakness on um, dollar. So GBPUSD is bouncing off. We'll be celebrating both of these trade, guys, hitting the TP. Let's see. Yes, I agree. Yes, lifetime access you can access today with the Black Friday sale. For limited spots, you can access. The coupon is given on the live chat. If you are because the coupon has only limited number. If the spot filled, it's gonna be invalid. So make sure that you use it on the website. Check out on the lifetime access so that you can be part of this trading community for the rest of your life. Where I'm here, everything will be here. If I am not here, also will be here. Diploma advice, yes, absolutely. Thank you. Hey guys, keep up the like. Harjinder, you're welcome. Harjinder, TP in GBPUSD coach. So TP on GBPUSD 1.2575, both of the trade in the same place. No, I haven't closed the GBPJPY trade. As I mentioned, it is still running, which is still running in profit. GBPJPY trade I haven't closed because I have bought GBPJPY from yesterday. We bought it at 184.87. Stop loss was 184.26. I can remember everything. And TP target 5 to 1 risk to reward. Um, this is my strategy. I use 3 to 5 times. In majority of the time I keep 5 times. If I'm doubling up the same trade, sometime I took 3 times. Okay, so GBPUSD is heading to hit nearly hit the TP. Now this trade, the second trade, I'll just advise you to move the stop loss at entry on the VP group. Let me update. Also guys, join the free Telegram channel so that you are not missing out anything. Okay, so GBPUSD, I have advised to move the stop loss at entry, and we want to see that it's getting the OTP on that. So guys, are you enjoying let me know how many of you on the GBPUSD trade from the as I mentioned, as I sent it earlier. So let me see that gold is okay. There has been a bounce, so which is potentially breaking to the upside. Okay, looking at, okay, so very good move on GBP USD and GBP JPY, little bit of sideways. So we will look for entry once we find suitable entry in any of them, guys. In this live session, make sure that you are not missing any piece of this live session. GBPUSD very crazy at the moment. We want to see that last euphoric move, so which is what I call the euphoric move, which the market does when you see that the market, especially at the end of the trend, you'll see there's a big move happens. And let me see the DXY. So DXY, if you look at here, which is potentially very bearish on DXY, if you look at the daily, this is where we see the market breaking down with a, today the market opened with a gap, and highly likely you could see now a break of this low. So there is a potential for downside on DXY, and which also expected. Currently the market is dropping down. So CAD news coming. Let me quickly look at the CAD pair, dollar CAD, where how the CAD is impacting on dollar and dollar CAD. Euro dollar also bullish. Dollar CAD, let me see, guys. I think the dollar might be getting weaker and weaker. So if CAD getting stronger, we might see the dollar CAD also coming down further. So 2 minutes for the CAD news. Make a guess, right, which way the market will be heading for CAD as well. Not clear, coach. Okay, we'll be repeating, no problem. Dollar yen down move in chart. Okay, yeah, dollar yen we see because dollar is weaker. Can you please maybe put a line on where the rejection was that help you to identify the liquidity? Okay, I will be putting on line on that. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, absolutely. So you quite surprised on the based on percentage, not the structure. Yeah, absolutely. I put TP based on percentage, not on the liquidity. We'll explain more on that. Dollar CAD might be, if dollar is weaker and weaker, we could see dollar CAD getting weaker. Currently it is in a sideway. If CAD is getting stronger with the news, we might see that dollar CAD is getting weaker. So we see weakness on dollar, which might push GBP to the upside. In on second trade, had to close first before the weekend. Okay, we see the dollar getting weaker, CAD getting stronger. That has given some strength on GBP USD, which is good. Dollar CAD, we see that there is a weakness as I mentioned earlier. So we see some weakness on dollar CAD because of the weakness on DXY, and we might see strengthening on CAD. We look at the daily where we see potentially downside. So this is structure, we might see some downside movement. Let me bring that up. Didn't move much. The results, dollar CAD didn't make much movement. Let me see. So far, it might move later. Let me see what happened with the news. So yeah, the results are pretty flat on that. So the forecast on 0.1, the actual is 0.1, forecast was 0.3.6. Also the result is 3.6. Only trimmed CPI is a little bit varied. So forecast was 3.6, the actual is 3.5 on trim. So that didn't put a big move on the market, but that has a little bit of impacted the GBP pairs. And let me see how it impacted the dollar AUD CAD. How did it impact the GBP CAD? So it impacted greatly the gold, which in fact had a bounce and a very strong breakout. So looking at daily from the weekly, the market is breaking to the upside as expected on gold. From the daily as well, we can see there is a strong breakout. From the intraday perspective also, we see that the market is bouncing off that level. So here we see after breaking that low, it's pushing high and moving to the upside. So here we see gold has been able to break the high completely. And GBPUSD, what do you see here? Again, some kind of pullback. This is currently both of them are break-even trade. So gold really has made a significant move. Where we can find an entry? This is the most important question at the moment on gold. Euro dollar barely since with dollar yen, sir. Yeah, tell about dollar yen. So explain FBG in SMC. Okay. So TP on GBP JPY is a bit bigger. Also SL a bit bigger. So TP at 187.97, because if it is acting as expected from the liquidity zone, we should see a new retest of the resistance. So we have a very high expectation on GBP JPY trade. Now looking at the question that I had, explain FBG in SMC. I will look at that happening with GBP USD. Sometime it will give you a hard time to give you the full profit. Just one move needed for Gbpusd to bounce off and go back to 1.2575 to take us out of the trade with the full profit. So now the question is how to find the FVG on SMC. Very good question, because this is where you will be understanding the market structure and how the smart money traders trade. So first of all, FVG, okay, fair value gap. When a market trending, okay, you see creating series of lower high and lower low, okay, trending, and suddenly you see that the market may not change its trend. Suddenly you see the market will change its trend, right? Like that. No, you see that the market will consolidate or form a reversal pattern. Imagine that the reversal pattern is a common one, double bottom, and if it changes its trend, it is likely to break from that structure. Now when the market break out of that structure, because of the high volume in the beginning of the trend, it goes more often a lot to one direction, okay, so it's gone up. Now as a rule of thumb, for the trend continuation, it should come back down here to retest this previous resistance as a support, which is the rule of thumb as a trader, but what rule of thumb of the market. Now it may not happen all the time. You might find that the price just had a little pullback because of the, again, very high demand from the buyers. You might see that the market has gone up and creating series of higher high and higher low and leaving an imbalance, which is called an imbalance, which is a fair value gap. Now why you need to care about it? The reason you need to care about it, when the market leave a fair value gap, there is a, when the trend become older and tired, the market started to break down. And when the market start to break down, in majority of the time you will see the market will come back down to feel that, because the market is all about balance. Not only the markets, if you look at this universe, it's all about the balance. Even in the human being, there is a balance is needed in every aspect of the dimension. Others, this universe will not exist. Okay, now when we disturb balance, everything becomes very difficult. You see that how do human being, sometimes we disturb balance in the universe. If you know that secret, your life will be dramatically will change. How does it work? Let me explain. If you look at you'll see that those who grow up in let's say in poverty, sometimes it becomes very hard for them to become financially established or become wealthy. Why? Because of the imbalance. So how does it work? So when we put an excessive importance in something, we create an imbalance in the universal energy field. So the universe is a whole of energy, okay, and anything we put on pedestal, we actually go against the natural flow of the universe with the energy. And what will happen is that when we put that energy, we work against it, somehow the universe will come and restore that balance. And that is where we struggle, because any excessive importance will create an inhomogeneity in that energy field, and then the nature's balancing force will come to balance. The goal of this universe is not to give us any favor or neither to give any in favor, but to restore the balance. And we think that, okay, the universe loves me a lot and will give me everything that I want. Not like that. The universe only care about the balance. So wise are those who restore that balance and don't try to disturb as less as possible, so that the universe, we are not going against that balancing force that is coming and try to restore that balance. So similarly, the market had an imbalance and it comes to restore that balance. And that is where the smart entry, when it comes down to that smart, this is the smart money zone where the smart money bought when the market come down here. So the good entry, and this is how you can use the fair value gap with the smart money trading strategy. More on that, practically I enter those kind of trade and also I share all the trade. Also you can be part of that. So if you want to learn more on that, based on how I am trading, based on the smart money trading strategy, you can join today. Link below this video in the description. Visit the website. There is a discount going on where you can learn and grow as a trader and understand the strategy that I am trading. So Gbpusd, we see that after this move again it has come down to the support level. Let's see what it is trying to do here. There is a big move again. It is coming for a retest. We move the stop loss at entry. In the second trade, the first trade is running with a big pips and it is also a break-even trade. So let's see how far it goes. And let me also see the gold. We see that there was a big move again. It also has come down for a pullback. So let me see where it is. The 15 minutes also. Let me see, either it's a big reversal, a rejection, or it's a pullback, which we will be exploring here on the lower time frame. From the 15 minutes, it is forming a doji, which is closing. I think that you're gonna see potential upside bias again. Okay, here we see that this is a move potential, and in that move thirteen 15 minutes closed with a long doji, and Gbpusd also had a big rejection. Now we want to see that it's gonna bounce off this level or breaking that support. I think that it's gonna still move up. We can still expect push to the upside. Next move, Okay, GJ have managed to bounce off that level. Okay, so that we can expect for a potential move to the upside on GBP Now this 4-hour candle closing as a doji, which is a good sign for GJ for potential bounce, because if this 4-hour candle is closing in 13 minutes is not being able to break the low, that means the sellers got exhausted, and that could lead GJ to the upside. Guys, hope that you are enjoying the live session. If you are enjoying, do a favor for me, help the channel, and also it helps me to motivate by subscribing to the channel, and also press that bell notification so that you are not missing out, and also uh, like the stream for more content like that. Okay, let me see here on hold. Okay, we do open quite a few trades, so make sure that you are patient always in terms of your trading. You want to find the best trade before we enter. Gold at the moment had a very sharp rejection. That rejection might bring the price to this. This is the smart money zone here. Okay, and the price has broken the low. Now here is the key points to see either. Okay, so there is a price is very volatile. Here is so that move is after breaking this liquidity zone. It's trying to break the high. There is back to back, there are two weekliest candle, so which is a very strong bullish price action here in that zone. So you see that if it is the 5 minutes, three weekliest candle giving potential a possibility for bigger move. Go along. GJ also forming potential bullish price action. So the 5 minutes candle close on gold, and this is where so we need to look at the from different perspective. Looking at the daily on gold, this market already has made a significant move. 4-hour candle closing as a bullish candle. So Gbpusd, we are out of the trade, break even. The second trade, no problem. First one is still running, still on the trade at 31 level, but might take us out of the trade, break even, depending on everyone's entry where you have entered. As I was running the first one, I'm still on the first one, and also the GJ trade. So JPY pairs looks to me that slowly turning to a bull market. GJ still here, it didn't do anything here, but in the last couple of minutes is super important to see that GBP JPY not being able to break the low. Instead, it is forming a narrower candle. That is the sign that GBP JPY might be bouncing off that level, because this candle should be closing down below if GBP JPY wants to create a new lower low. Not being able to break the low is a sign of potential further upside, and if it bounce off that level, if it is, as it is a long-term bull market, you can see monthly price action, there's a long wick at the top, and chances that the price will go up and fill that long wick. And looking at the lower time frame, we see the same kind of price action. So keeping that on the table with the GBP USD, let me see how the market is closing here. We've entered from a very important level, which is 184.87 on GJ. Now this 5 minutes candle on GJ is super important. So you're in GBP USD, okay. Euro USD, we'll be looking at that. Tell about dollar yen, yeah, okay. CAD news will affect all. Yeah, this is what we saw. CAD news didn't impact much as expected, like unexpected. So we expected to have a bit more reaction, but it didn't, which in some cases could be good. Okay, so why did I long on GBP USD? Because of the market trend, liquidity, and found price action based on the strategy that you guys are learning at the moment. Can we sell gold? Why you have a lot of gold to sell? I see that it's a bull market, so I would recommend I wouldn't recommend anything. Gold is a bull market, so I'm not gonna sell. based on which strategy? I'm on GJ based on the liquidity trading strategy that you guys are learning on the VIP Zoom classes. So if you miss the Zoom classes, let me know, or you can find the old Zoom classes also on the group. So if you go back, scroll down to the old history in the group, you should be able to find the old Zoom classes as well, where all the strategies been taught, what strategy been used on GBP JPY and GBP USD. So looking at now here on GJ, this is the GJ. If you look at this market, okay, now here is, you can see this is the support level. I had a question before, some of you asked the same question, that how to identify that liquidity zone. You see this line 184.535 is the line that I identified as very important level of support, and there is the liquidity below this level. Look at the previous candle, how it has closed. Now, to identify the liquidity zone, not only that is enough, also you need to see how the market has hit that liquidity zone. Okay, it's called a pattern. So what is a pattern? A pattern is what you can see on a sunflower or on a pine cone or in a banana tree is a pattern. Okay, so a pattern is you can see in the galaxy, okay, which is how the Fibonacci series also you can see this kind of pattern. So it's a pattern, okay, that you can understand. Now if you look at the daily on GBP JPY, there is a pattern here that you can understand. When the price in a certain way hit that liquidity zone, that is a sign of the market will have a bounce of that level, or will have, if it is a breakdown, that bounce off. If it is a breakout, then rejection. And this is the part of the strategy that we use to find out that, okay, this market is the market that you will be buying, or this is the market that you will be selling. Okay, now GJ, you can see this is the daily chart. The price is still maintaining that bullish market structure. With the candle close coming, we see that it's forming a very narrower bullish, very narrower doji, and for me very high probability that not guaranteed, okay, nothing guaranteed in trading, that the market will bounce off that level. And we are currently running around how many 10 23 pip profit on that, which is not much, but I want to take that full the target on this on GJ, which is around 315 pip, while GBP USD is still up with us, with the first trade on around 294 pip profit. As I am running the first trade, I did not open the second trade, but for those who open the second trade, probably still running the second trade, which is also running in profit, but I advised you to remove the stop loss and entry. But if your entry is high, probably you are break even or you are running, because I didn't double up the same trade in the same direction, but I want to take this one first, to take the 5% on that. The second one is the 3%. Do you lose a lot of money when you first started to trade, mate? Yeah, till you start to fix. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Every most trader lose money when they begin trading. Okay, so GJ, we see some kind of bounce, which is good. Okay, so did you lose a lot of money? Yeah, I lost a lot of money when I began my trading until you started to fix your error. No, until not I started to fix my error. Until I tried to started to fix my error, also I started to lose more and more money because it's not about fixing the error. It's about changing the pattern of trading. This is what I told. It's about overcoming the fear that coming with the trading, or to overcome understanding the emotion. Okay, it's all about understanding the emotion and reflect that emotion, being reflecting more on to see what's causing to lose and to act on that. Yes, I will be staying the trade until um, it gives me the full TP. Okay, and this is the best thing, because when we open a trade, I do proper risk management plan so that I'm not overwhelming with any kind of movement the other direction. Yes, I will be staying with the trade for full profit target hit. You see that GBP has reached almost more than 4.5% now. I'm not out yet because I want to take the full 5% on that. My TP on GBP is 187.99. Let me see on my trading account, which is 187.992. Okay. So GBP set at 187.992. This is my TP target. So you see bounce of that level on GJ, which is a potential upside. And this is what I was talking about, guys, that I find the market that is overvalued or undervalued. Okay, because this is what I call the euphoric state in the market. So when the sellers become very enthusiastic and become over enthusiastic to sell the market even below the support level, um, where you see that false breakout, false breakdown more often. Nasdaq, we will be looking at that. Yes, the TP on GJ is 187.99. Can you still enter? I don't recommend because it's already 35 pip up with us. You enter in Gbpjpy, not today, yesterday. Is it still running? Thank you, Course Trading from Uganda. You're welcome. Hush. It was yesterday that we have entered on Gbpjpy. Today we have entered on Gbpusd from here. And let me see now what entry we have. You see, this is the 15 minutes on gold that has bounced off that level. Okay, the price is almost hitting the 2000 level. It has reached that 2000 level and has come back down again. What is the major resistance? There's no resistance on gold. It's all about demand. Gold is in the very strong bullish move. Why are you looking for resistance? See, looking for resistance in an uptrending market for selling is I would say that it's a losing game. Okay, because always I look for the support in an uptrending market for buying. This is the completely different way to look at the market. The price rarely respect a resistance to reverse from in an uptrending market. Look at this price here on gold. Where do you see the market respected the resistance? Let me see here. Let's analyze the old chart to see. This is a resistance, right? Look at this chart here. This is a very strong resistance. In the past, this is a resistance, right? The price did this respected? No, it has gone up, tested, and then moving up. See, it this is where the trap. So the resistance, traders will think that okay, from resistance it's coming down, but it just has it's moving in the direction of the trend, right? So the best practice here that I use is not the resistance but the trend continuation after a liquidity gap, okay, after a local breakdown. That is where we can see the market. Now gold is again, it gathered liquidity here also, which is trend continuation, which is moving in that direction. So Gbpusd had bounce from that level. Now I want to know from anyone who is running the Gbpusd still on that, because I am on the first trade. I didn't open the second one. So anyone running that Gbpusd trade, the second one, what do you expect the news to say for you to take a sell on gold? No, I'm not going to sell no matter what, because this market is a bull market. This is the majority of the trader make these mistakes trading against the trend. Okay, so I'm not going to sell on gold, which is a bull market. As I mentioned before, this is where the mistakes happen. Thinking about selling from the top, buying from the bottom, looking for resistance to sell, but it doesn't work. The only thing that works for me is to trade with the trend after breakout from the structure. Okay, and this is basically fundamentally trading with the trend. I'm a trend trader, but not from the trend, but out of trend. It's like thinking out of the box. It's where the creativity comes in play. So let me know how do you trade? Like you trade support and resistance or trend line? I want to know, every one of you, can you respond? You really need to know how do you trade. You don't need to disclose your strategy, but just understanding to know, are you a support and resistance trader or trend line trader or liquidity trader? How do you trade? Can we get my trades and now? Is that okay? So you are still running the first trade. Very good. Holding a trade is very important. Okay, so you are still running. Okay, very good. Swing trade. It is a swing trade. Yeah. So Gbpusd was a swing trade. It is still running. The second trade. Okay, the second one also was open and is still running. in many accounts. So Stephen SMC order block plus liquidity, okay. Anyone support and resistance plus Fibonacci retracement, okay. Support and resistance with Fibonacci, okay. And anyone else that trade depend on demand and supply zone, okay. Demand and supply, so supply and demand zone trader. SMA 20 and 200, okay. Support and resistance. Hi coach, how are you? Hope you are doing well. I'm doing very well, Mohana. Thank you for being here. Trade is specific candlestick pattern, okay. So you trade candlestick pattern, that means that price action trader. Anyone else have a different kind of trading style, like Elliott wave trader? Anyone do tick scalping, supply and demand zone, okay. Price action, okay. So what's the best way to spot liquidity? This is what we will be discussing. Support and resistance, respecting the trend, okay. Yes, my trade wins are usually between 3 to 6 risks to reward, okay. Very good. Okay, so you trade based on I trade pullback after a break in structure and break of structure with 3 push strategy. Yeah, that's a good one. Trade Elliott wave. Okay, so you trade Elliott wave. How do you find it? Elliott wave. Liquidity to liquidity strategy. Okay, very good. So you copy me. One new thing I had learned from you, coach, is liquidity. It's helped me in every movement, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Price action, okay. So we see GBP USD potential bounce on that, and GJ also showing promising bounce. Now the way GJ has closed, very high probability for the price to bounce up from the daily. It is in a very important level, and you know, we are almost hitting our first GBP USD trade to the 5 times, guys. Nearly there. We need one more push to hit that zone on GBP USD. One more push, only need more, how many pip? Only 29 pip, and it will be end of a big trade of 5% on that, along with the second one. This is the second one. Let me bring up the first one. This is where you will be learning, guys, the real trading. I bring up all of the things that I use. So looking at here, this is the first trade that is still I'm holding. Just so that my first trade is not being influenced, I did not open the second trade, but I posted, because some of you have not been able to open the first trade, so that you can open GBP USD here at, we bought at 1.2245, well below stop loss at here. TP target here is still holding the trade. Now this is what I tell you guys, that trading is basically learning through experience, is very important. okay? Because the brain only remember the experience, nothing else. Whatever you say to the brain, it will not listen, it will only remember the experience. And that is why, I share all my trade and I follow along a guide in the trade management process, because everything comes from the management. Money management, trade management is the heart of becoming a profitable trading trader. If you're struggling from that zone, that struggling from money management and risk management, then I would recommend you to check out the website. Today we have a couple of spots available. Using that coupon, you can join us today for the rest of your life, where all the trade that I open, including, you can see this one, any trade, and also all the strategy that I am trading, I'm teaching on Zoom class, as well as all the strategy available on the website. You can be part of the VIP chat group. And before ending that, you can join today. Once you are on the website, click join now button. Any question you can ask the live chat agent available on the website live chat. Elliott wave is rather complicated. Okay, but I borrowed my trading learning from you. Let price come to liquidity, then okay. So yes, absolutely. Did we take GJ trade? Yeah, GJ, not from the live session. Yesterday we have opened GJ. Yeah, we are on that buy trade on GJ. I bought at 184.887. It has come well below, but the way the market has formed, now there is a chance for a reversal from this level. So even I might add another position on GJ once I see the trend is established for an upswing. It is now bouncing off that level. So as you can see, GBP getting crazy, where GBP USD also in a very strong movement. But now in the next move, I will be more interested on GJ rather than GU, because GBP JPY has come to this liquidity zone. There is a chance for another bounce on GBP JPY, because if you look at the weekly, the market has broken very important weekly support level, has gone back up, and it is possible for GJ to remain bullish for long term. Okay, for the monthly, daily, which is a bull market. But guys, don't be too much what I can say, that aggressive on that. Okay, anything can happen. A news can come and make everything very clumsy or unpredictable. Okay, so make sure that you are not over leveraging. You know that I don't even use the leverage in my trading. Okay, so make sure that you are not using too much leverage. Even if I use very little leverage. So risking only 1%, which is very important. So here is from 30 minutes gold, a bullish price action, which looks like that pushing high. So let me see on GJ again. We see that bullish, and GBP USD bouncing off that level. Okay, gold. Now gold is going to avoid where there is nothing here. Okay, and because gold is going to that void, we might see that gold will have a very sharp bounce of that level. Okay, so there is a chance for a bigger bounce on gold, which eventually might be taking the price to all-time high. This is an all-time high. So GJ, let me see the DXY, which is pushing down and down, okay, dropping down and down on DXY. Let me see some of the pairs. I'll just quickly look at all the instrument to see how the market is evolving, just to see. So Aussie yen also, you might see this is a bullish market, we might see bounce up, and at JPY also you could see slowly creating that bullish price action. GJ currently high probability for return to its original direction of the trend. You know, all the JPY pairs including the CHF JPY. So Euro JPY also, you saw that there was back to back two candles from a bullish market structure. Euro JPY also has broken that liquidity zone. So including in all the instrument today, I see very good opportunity on GJ and UJ. So there is a potential for a bounce on GBP JPY and Euro JPY. So on euro dollar, let me see all of them. So yeah, in all the instrument, dollar yen is still not clear the directional bias, but that one also you might see slowly turning to a bull market, as it is purely in a sideways at the moment. But in all the instrument, I see that GJ and Euro JPY, and slowly might be turning to the CAD JPY to be bullish. So gold, where we can see that gold is still maintaining a very strong bullish market structure. You know, I'll be waiting for here it made a liquidity zone. So basically I wait always for a liquidity zone to be created and then to break it. So here is the liquidity on gold. With the news coming on with the FOMC minutes, we might see that local breakdown. This is the daily candle, so far has made a big move. We'll wait for, you know, a break of this structure and then we'll look for buying. As I mentioned below, I will not be interested to sell gold at the moment, which is a very strong market structure from the bull side, so I'll remain bullish. So with that said, guys, I strongly believe that you enjoyed this live session. It is always better idea not bad idea to be patient and trade with the trend with the right entry point. We'll be holding that GBP USD trade and GBP JPY trades that we are running. Until that, any trade coming along the way, definitely I will be sharing with all of you guys who are here following us. And you can join today to learn the strategy that I am trading and also to see all the trade I am opening today using the coupon given on the screen, and also I can share with you that coupon. And in addition to that, if you are looking to join a regulated broker, you can join the broker that I'm trading. Also, I'm sharing with you the link in the description, and also I can give you the link in the live chat. You can use that link to join and to register Eurusdjpy. Eurusdjpy looks to me, yeah, it is a bull market at the moment. You can see after testing this level, we see that the market from the daily, yeah, Eurusdjpy had a liquidity grab. Euro is a stronger currency at the moment, but at the same time from the monthly it is approaching significant level. So from a lower time frame, Eurusdjpy is bullish, so you could see further upside momentum on Eurusdjpy. You can see there's a big bounce and it might have a little pullback, and then we can expect continuation to the upside. But if this is the situation, I would buy. The reason I'm going not long yet, if you as you know that I put a very high risk to reward, so when I enter I need to manage that risk reward before I enter. So I need to see that I'm getting that enough risk reward for this move, like the trade that you have seen in the past. So with that said, thank you, and guys, hope that you enjoyed. Join the free Telegram channel for more all the information that you can see on the channel, and everything that I'm posting you will be also notified. And thank you. I'll see you again tomorrow trading live with after the news. The market might be very turmoil, that will give us some kind of new movement in the market. Waiting for that. Which platform are you using for trade? For us, I'm using for trade the broker that I'm using, TMGM. I have given a link in the description. You can use that link, or I can share with you the link in the live chat. You can use that link to register and then to trade with that regulated broker. Thank you, and I'll see you soon, very soon in the next live. Until that, stay well, stay happy, trade safe, manage risk. Thank you.